The OnePlus Nord has caused quite a stir. There's quite a lot of hype about it, but it isn't the only Snapdragon 765G smartphone coming out this year. Another one's the Vivo X50 Pro. So let's pitch the Vivo X50 Pro against the OnePlus Nord and see which one offers the best performance. So we have the Vivo X50 Pro with the Snapdragon 765G on the left-hand side. We have the OnePlus Nord, the phone that caused so much hype, with the Snapdragon 765G on the right-hand side. And of course, both of these are running the same processor at the same screen resolution. So this really is a battle of the 765 premium mid-range devices, and we shouldn't see much of a difference, but you never know with these tests. Sometimes we get some interesting surprises as we go along. Now, as I'm saying that, both devices are into the compression test, zipping up and unzipping files, zipping them up again, unzipping them again, testing not only the CPU, but a bit about the internal storage of the device as well. If a manufacturer's cut corners on cheap internal storage, that would be where it would show up. And as I said that, the Vivo X50 Pro actually was the first out of that test and the first into the 16 thread test. Both, of course, are octa-core processors, so 16 tasks having to be done simultaneously, and they're being switched around between the different cores on the processor. Again, the Vivo X50 Pro was the first into the blur test, which is the beginning of the mixed CPU GPU part of the test run. Coming up in a moment is going to be the smoke particle test, where we're going to see what the 2D graphics are like. And of course, the Snapdragon 765G has got one Cortex A76 core clocked higher than a second Cortex A76 core, and then after that 6 Cortex A55 cores. And we're in the smoke particle test, and what are we seeing? 21 frames per second on the left hand side, 19, oh, I wasn't expecting that, 19 frames per second on the right hand side. That's a bit of disappointing show there by the OnePlus Nord. The Vivo X50 Pro doing a better job, and it's the first one into the Unity test. Both devices, of course, are now using the same Adreno GPU. That, of course, is the Adreno 620. So again, we should be seeing, if you look on the right hand side there of the OnePlus Nord, right up there in the writing, you'll actually see the resolution has dropped ever so slightly on the OnePlus Nord. It's running in 1029 compared to 1080 on the left hand side. Oh, both neck and neck as they left the Unity test there, and they've both gone into the Unreal test, but again, slightly quicker by the Vivo X50 Pro. It was able to get that game initialized and running a little bit faster, so they're both tearing their way now through the forest. I think it's going to be really, really close. It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be who can stick their nose out right at the very end to see. Let's see which one it's going to be as we get to them. There we go. The Vivo 2 minutes 20.4, followed by the OnePlus Nord 2 minutes 21.3. Okay, let's break down the scores and see exactly what happened. So we saw there, very close right to the very end. Ultimately, the Vivo X50 Pro was the winner, 2 minutes 20.4 compared to 2 minutes 21.3. Look at the CPU, 56.2 compared to 57.5, so less than a 2 seconds difference there, but the win going to the Vivo X50 Pro. When we get to the mixed CPU, GPU, 29.6 to 30, so again less than a second now difference between the two, but again the win to the Vivo X50 Pro. And then when we get to the GPU, 54.4, but the OnePlus Nord came in better, 53.8, but it was running a slightly lower screen resolution, but it wasn't enough to compensate for the losses in the CPU and mixed section. So overall, the Vivo X50 Pro won 2 minutes 20.4. My name's Gary Sims, this is SpeedTest G. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you like these kind of tests, well, why not stick around? There's lots of us over here at the SpeedTest G channel. Just click that subscribe button, and why not hit the bell notification icon as well. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.